people are already used to seeing clips of that and then going to find the whole episode.
Exactly.
Netflix should let that rock, let those clips and everything still exist, let the virality exist, and let people come back to Netflix to find it.
Oh my God, they feel neglected because Netflix was like, nope, we want all of it. Y'all can't have no other social media presence, none.
Oh man, so count on Jess to tell it all. Every single time you can count on Jess to tell it all, man. So it seems like the Breakfast Club may have some problems from what we see, but behind the scenes things may make much more sense when you see the actual numbers, but we don't have the numbers. But many Breakfast Club fans are pissed off because they feel like the Netflix deal has ruined their morning listening experience because they don't want to go to Netflix to consume the content. It looks like the idea that was said by Charlamagne to go ahead and prevent this issue didn't actually play out based on how I interpret the situation, alright? But we're gonna talk about all that, man. We're gonna talk about the Breakfast Club and their fans' reactions to the Netflix deal and how things are playing out over time. Jess Hilarious speaking on the situation and also what Charlamagne said in the past as far as how Netflix should move with these exclusive deals but still maintaining a presence on social media. But first thing first, alright, so I gotta put y'all on the freecash.com. Now, when I first heard about this thing, I had to make sure that it was legit. And look, everything is all good, trust me. Free Cash is basically a rewards platform where companies pay them to have people try out apps and stuff, and they split the money with you, alright? So if you're a dude like me that loves to play games on your phone while you're killing time, talking, watching a podcast, or listening to music, you might as well be getting paid bread to do that shit, right? Now, I ain't saying no get rich quick scheme. That's not what I'm talking about, bro. I ain't gonna sell you no BS. But you can make some decent money by downloading this app, playing some games, doing certain tasks, and hitting some levels, and you get credited money. Real bread, real cash. And you can cash that money out with PayPal, crypto, several ways, man. I've seen folks make like $10 to $20 a day. But if you have some time to grind, you can make some decent bread, you feel me? Like a little extra bread to pay a subscription bill, pay a phone bill, get some groceries, DoorDash something to the crib, like something like that, something light. Spend that time wisely. So show your boy Stay some love by clicking my link at the top of the description or hit this QR code right here, the one that's right down the screen, and you get a $5 bonus for signing up through me. Free cash, grind while you chill, man. Okay, so in Jess Hilarious video, man, this part right here is getting a little traction.
I ain't gonna lie, yo, since Breakfast Club been on Netflix, man, our engagement, our people be, all the fans that we built up over time, or that they built up, I just got here, that they built up over time on YouTube, oh my God, they feel neglected because Netflix was like, nope, we want all of it. Y'all can't have no other social media presence, none. So now we gotta find other content to do that can go on our other platforms, but it's okay because Jess Hilarious got that in a bag, shorty.
Okay, I'm glad she said that, even though they may not be glad that she said that, but you see that she's reading the comment section because a couple days ago when I was like researching the Mace situation and trying to see if Charlamagne responded to Mace, I looked and seen the Breakfast Club covered it. But it was in a 4-minute video, and then I went to the comment section. I seen comments like this: y'all messed up everybody morning with this Netflix-ish. Another saying, stop with the ass, the segment's already been cut short, we barely getting anything. Someone saying, I do like Netflix, I can close my phone and it still plays, but the YouTube comments, interactions that make it special, and so on and so forth. But those things stood out to me. Now, after Jess made her video, that made me go and see what was going on today. And in response to the 2 Chainz interview, someone says, this could be the best interview yet, but I would never know, not paying for Netflix to watch it, losing such a great community that y'all worked so hard to build because of corporate greed is sad to see. We ain't going to motherfucking Netflix, man, shaking my head, and so on and so forth. The fans are flooding because they are frustrated. And I don't know if you guys remember, but we covered this when Charlamagne talked about his plan if he would have talked to the Netflix executives to make sure that any podcast that they had on the platform still had a social media presence.
That's what I feel like Netflix should be doing. Like, instead of, trying to fight against the virality,
indulge in it.
Branded on everything. Yo, you put out these reels, these shorts, I want the Netflix logo in it. For everybody that's going over there, that's the only way to work. Because if you compete it.
But they only make money by subscriptions. And if you make it easier to pirate their content, then why would anybody subscribe?
Because it's still just the shorts. It's just like YouTube. It's like saying, we can be on social media right now looking at clips or something, right? Like right now we did the New York Times thing.
Yeah.
People are seeing clips going around. They're like, where can I watch this whole thing?
Yeah.
That's what makes them go to YouTube.
Yeah, but the reason why you can't take a screenshot is so you can't screen record the whole movie.
Oh, but I'm talking about, no. When I'm talking about, let me take a step back.
Yeah.
When I'm talking about Netflix, I'm talking about the content that they're getting into now by saying they want to take podcasts from Spotify and put them over there. So I'm talking about those, the Bill Simmons, the Ringers, and everybody of the world. people are already used to seeing clips of that and then going to find the whole episode.
Exactly.
Netflix should let that rock. Let those clips and everything still exist. Let the virality exist, and let people come back to Netflix to find it. So brand those short clips with the Netflix thing. I'm not talking about the TV shows and the movies. And I'm glad you brought that up, because if I'm a Netflix executive and I'm bringing in this new content, I'm saying we want to get in the business of podcasting, we can't look at this the way we look at our movies and our TV shows.
Can't do it.
We can't. This is something. And by the way, the model for how it works already exists. So if we're going to be in this business of
So yeah, now that was before the deal was even announced. That was just me speculating based on what he was saying, that the Netflix deal was coming because nigga smart enough. But based on what Jess said, it seemed like they shut that shit down. The Breakfast Club page doesn't have any videos over 8 minutes long outside of just the full show audio, man. Like, nothing over 8 minutes long. And the reason why that's significant is 8-minute videos allows us to run multiple ads on the video. Okay, I see one right here, 10 minutes long right there. But this looks like, this is Jess Hilarious reacting. See, this is what she's talking about. Jess Hilarious reacts to Uncle Murder and Tony Yayo interview on the Breakfast Club. This is something totally different. I'm just stumbling across that. Okay, we have a donkey of the day. This 2 weeks ago. But so I'm seeing rarely any 8-minute videos. Okay, here we go. A long interview right there. Web exclusive right there. So this is just interesting how this is playing out. And the fans really don't like it. These videos are short as hell. Alright, now let's look at some numbers. On Social Blade, in February, Breakfast Club had their lowest views during that month in at least 2 years. February 2026, they did 13 million views. February 2025, they did 27 million views. February 2024, they did 23 million views. So they were scaling up, but they just seen a 14 million plus drop off in views on the YouTube channel. Now, what you guys have to understand, that visual is just one medium for them. So the people who consume the Breakfast Club through podcasts, apps, they're not seeing a difference. The people who listen on radio, they don't care. They don't see a difference either. But a big part of the Breakfast Club's dominance and growth was due to their social media presence. Initially, they had their own website, and based on the clips on social media, that'll draw people to the websites to watch those interviews. The first video that the Breakfast Club posted on their actual YouTube channel was in 2013. So with that being said, I'm thinking maybe they're hoping if they was able to do it before with having people come to their website to watch their full videos, maybe they can go ahead and do it again. But the question remains though, if they are being handicapped by what they able to do on social media by Netflix, are you going to be able to mobilize those viewers? And I'm gonna keep it real, at this point in time, it's just too soon to tell. How much money are they getting paid? Is it more money? Does that make up for the lack of views that they get in the 14 million they dropping off from the visual? Because the audio, I'm sure, isn't changing, but it's the visual an issue. Another fear that I will have is Netflix going to be transparent? All right, because they could lose some leverage. One thing that you can't compare this to, if you want to, is the Patreon deals. Like Joe Budden has his Patreon, but two things are very, very different. Joe Budden sees the numbers, so he understands all the leverage that he has. Also, Joe Budden eventually places things on YouTube, so the fans could still see it. But for the Breakfast Club, anything long form is mostly going to be on Netflix exclusively. So I'm hoping that Netflix don't play with them when it comes to the numbers, so they understand the leverage that they have moving forward when it comes to renegotiating deals. Another issue is social real estate, bro. Social real estate is so fucking important, bro. Lauren LaRosa, the addition of her on the Breakfast Club allowed them to be the first two very major stories, and also she was getting her own scoop. So they were a very important platform and they're hard to compete with. And they're still a juggernaut. They still putting out shorts, but at the same damn time, there's going to be a drop off. So I'm wondering, will they still have the same social real estate? But it's also interesting when you see how other platforms are being affected that did the same deal. You have Joe and Jada. Joe and Jada dropped just one video, one long form video in the last month. Only one. Mostly what they're doing is just shorts on their channel right now. New Royal Mall, similar to what I seen with the Breakfast Club page. Not many videos over 8 minutes, especially within the past month or so. It seemed like Netflix cracked down after a certain point on long form videos. Because I'm gonna keep it G, I thought the slick thing that folks was gonna do is like this shit right here. They said they wanted a full podcast. Netflix wanted a full podcast. The full episodes were gonna be posted on the platform. I thought the workaround was gonna be, shit, we could still run these clips up though. You feel me? We could still run up these 8-minute clips, get that extra AdSense in, but that's limited for whatever reason. I wonder if Netflix was moving with that attention, like, nah, my nigga, you can't even put the 8-minute clips up. I want all that shit, bro. This shit is interesting to see. But man, it's just a case study because I know a lot of Breakfast Club fans watch my page, so I want to know what y'all think about this. Do y'all think this will hurt these podcasts in the long run? It's really gonna come down to Netflix. Like, are people watching Netflix? Are they signing in to watch these podcasts on Netflix? Discoverability is a huge thing to me. The super fans of the Breakfast Club, Joe and Jada, Rory and Mal, or whoever podcast, they're gonna go ahead and convert. But many people are just gonna be casual, and you're gonna just hope that they already have Netflix. This is all a case study that we're gonna see play out over time. But hey, though, y'all gotta let me know what y'all gotta say in the comment section below. Do you like the Netflix move? Are you watching on Netflix? Do you want them to come back to YouTube exclusively or moving forward? Like, what y'all want from the situation? I hope it does work out because I'm pretty sure the money made sense for them to make this move, but I don't know if the business model is perfect yet, so the fans don't feel shortchanged. I don't know. But hey, though, y'all gotta let me know what y'all gotta say in the comment section below. I'm going to get up out of here, though. This is another update with Stace. Yo.